So let's look at this question. Suppose that Stokes price continue to increase at the rate of 5% a year per year. If the value of one share of this stock is 100 at present, find the value of one share of this stock after 2 years from now and use this formula. Okay, where R is the increase rate per year and N is the number of years from now and A is the present value of one share of the stock. So here is the formula. Okay, so S is the stock price after the n years, A is the initial price, and R is the rate at which it is increasing. So the current price is 1000 and the rate is given as 5%, so 5 upon 100, and year is 2. We have to find the price after 2 years. So if we do the calculations, we get this 1102 minus 0.5, and this is our right. But remember the formula, very good formula. S is equal to uh, A into 1 plus R to the power n, where A is the initial price, n is the number of years, R is the rate at which it is increasing, and S is the final price or the price after 2 years. So let's look at this question, and for this we have to understand a function, okay, which is basically called the natural exponential function. Natural exponential function, and it is defined as y is equal to ex. Okay, and its value is somewhat 2.7 something, so obviously it is greater than 1, so its graph will something look like this, but it has a very important property. So obviously this is 1 0, right? Sorry, 0 1. But let's say if we have a point x here, okay, now the value of this x, this is going to be ex, so value obviously is going to be ex. This area under this curve, so from x, the area, this whole area from minus infinity to x, this area is going to be ex. Okay, and the slope at this point, the slope to the curve at this point is also ex. Okay, so now let's, so these are the three important properties of this natural exponential function. So let's see the slope of the tangent line of the curve fx is equal to ex. So this at x is equal to 1, this is uh, the slope. All right, and this is correct, this is incorrect, so this is not the slope. And the area under the curve from, so this is the area at x, uh, the area under the curve, right, from minus infinity to 1. So this question is wrong, I guess, but this is the point that I wanted to understand. These three properties, all right, that the value will be ex, the slope will be ex, and the area under the curve will be ex. So look at this question. This is very interesting. Okay, so when we have this 1 plus 1 by n to the power n, when n tends to infinity, and this is the graph wave we have. Okay, so when this tends to, when n tends to infinity, okay, the graph you can see tends to e. All right, tends to e. A very important observation. And every fx ax, a greater than 1, has the same properties as this because e is basically greater than 1. Alright, so this must be true. But this is an important takeaway from here. Alright, so if we have 1 plus 1 by n to the power n, and n when tends to infinity, then fx or whatever this is, so fn tends to the e, as you can see in this graph. Now let's look at this question. This is very easy. In 1990, the population of blue whales in the world is approximately 3200. Let Ft be the approximate population of blue whales in the world after T years since 1990. T years since 1990. T is equal to 0 corresponds to 1990, defined as Ft is equal to this expression basically. So what is the approximate population of the blue whales in the world in the year 2020, basically when T is equal to 30? So we just put 30 in place of T and we get this. Okay, and when we solve it, we get approximately 36. So all we had to do is to put 30 in place of T. Okay, and we will find the value of T 4 by 5, the of course calculator, and it comes approximately 9, right? So this was a very easy question. So let's solve this question, and we are able to solve this question because I know logarithm already. Okay, so, so it's the same question as the previous one. So it basically said that in which year will the population of blue whales approximately be 160? So 160 is equal to this equation. So if we take the constant here, okay, and this expression here, and we take the log of both sides, so basically ln of both sides. So it's like this. So if we have like this expression, like 5 is equal to e to the power x, then L5 is equal to ln basically x, because ln is nothing but log with base power e. Okay, so this is nothing, so this basically becomes that log 5 with base power e, and then log a to the power x with base e, and this we know this becomes x, and there we have ln 5 is equal to x, and this is what we used here. Okay, so ln 0 0.0 we calculated from the calculator is -3 approx, so t we get is 20, so the answer hour is 2010. So this is again a simple question which we are going to solve with the logarithm. So suppose the population of bacteria in a culture is growing exponentially. At today 2 p.m., 100 bacteria were present. So at t is equal to 0, y is equal to 100. And by 5 p.m., 448 bacteria were present. Find an exponential function y is equal to ae, and then a and e to the power kt that models this growth. Okay. So obviously we will have a is equal to 100, because when t is equal to 0, um, this expression becomes 1. Okay, so y then has to be 100. Okay, and if we put this, we get this equation, we put the value, so y at 3 hours when t is equal to 3 is 448. Okay, and if we take the, and if we divide 448 divided by 100, 4.48, and if we take ln of both sides, we get this. Okay, and This is the value of this when we calculate in the calculator, and here we can find the k is 0.5. So with the help of logarithm we are able to solve this question very easy.